All right. There we go. So again, come into whatever seat you prefer, blocks at the front of your mat. I'm going to choose just sitting on my heels in Virasana. So our last Yama, and it's been a few weeks since we've talked about those, but remember, Yamas are the reflections of our true nature. And this is really fitting that this is coming now at this time of year. So it's called Aparigraha. And the sutra says, acknowledging abundance. That's what Aparigraha means, acknowledging abundance. We recognize the blessings in everything and gain insights into the purpose of our worldly existence. So when we think about Aparigraha as an aspect of our true nature, acknowledging abundance, what is it that gets in the way of our remembering that on a daily basis? And so often it is just stuff, perspective stuff, thought stuff that we need to let go of. So as we practice today, I'm going to encourage you periodically to just notice, what is it that you're holding on to, whether it's blame or worry or judgment or frustration, all that stuff just gets in the way of our acknowledgement of our true nature as just really abundant being of light. So that's where we're going today. So settle into your seat and feel that length in your spine as the crown of your head ascends towards the ceiling. Feel a softness in your shoulders as you exhale your breath. Let your eyes close. Bring your natural awareness into the rhythm of your breath as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And notice there just the abundance of breath in your body, the spaciousness that breath brings, without forcing anything. Just allow your breath to lengthen as you observe. A little more space on the inhale. A little bit deeper of an exhale. With that deepening exhale, just a sense of letting go. Anything that's not in this present moment. Inhaling, notice the fullness, the abundance of your breath. Exhaling, letting go of what's not now. 3 more breaths in that way. And then after your third exhale, gently let your eyes open. Release your arms by your side, palms turn out. Inhale, take the arms all the way overhead, fingertips lightly touch. Exhale, clear the crud out as you take your arms back down. 3 more times like that as you inhale, just acknowledging the fullness, the abundance, the fullness within. And as you exhale, palms press out, just clearing away anything that blocks that awareness. Inhale, feel the length of your spine, your arms, your armpits. Exhale, softening, grounding, releasing, letting go of whatever you need to let go of. 1 more time. Inhale, the arms up. Good. And then exhale, release the arms back down. You can come up to a stand now. Your blanket, if you had it there, off of your mat. We're going to start out our practice today with breath of joy. And so just to remind you of what that is, your feet are parallel, your arms are by the sides. And it goes like this. A little bit of space between your feet. You're going to inhale, 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 exhale at first through your mouth with your knees bent like this. Okay, so we ready? I'll guide you through. We're going to start out exhaling through the mouth, and then we're going to exhale through the nose. I always forget to time it, but I'll estimate it. So inhale, inhale. Sorry. Inhale, inhale, inhale. As you're inhaling, it sniffs through your nose. And as you're exhaling, it's through your mouth. And really have a sense as you inhale, 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 inhale. Just so the breath coming in, but really focusing on the exhale and just letting go of whatever doesn't serve. Feel your energy starting to lift as you keep going here. So one thing that we're often not aware of is the capacity that we have within ourselves. Just abundant energy. Just let it flow. Notice when, as you keep going, if your mind starts to go, oh man, my shoulders. So if you have a shoulder injury, certainly modify as you need to. But if it's just a noise in your mind, see if you can let that go. Next exhalation through your nose. Three more times with the arms to the top. That was 1, 2. And then the fourth time, you're going to just hold your arms up there. Hook your thumbs, inhale, reach, hold the arms up. Exhale through your nose. One more inhale. Good, and then exhale. Release your arms down. And pause for a moment in Tadasana. Inhale your shoulders to your ears. And exhale through your mouth. Stick your tongue out, roll them back. 3 more times, inhale. Last one. Arms in Tadasana. And standing here with your palms forward, just notice your breath. Notice the sense of aliveness in your body just with that short exercise. Good. Sitting at the front of your mat, blocks now in front of you, arms by your side. Anchor the heels down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale your arms out to shoulder level. Press the arm bones back and lift your heart up. Spin the palms up. Take a deep inhalation here from your heart out through your fingertips. Good. Exhale. Release your hands down. Hook your thumbs behind your back. Reach your fingers down, palms out. Press your arm bones back. Inhale the heart up again. Exhale, draw the shoulders down. Release the arms. Inhale, arms up, palms facing. Exhale now through heart center. Take your hands onto your blocks, fold in. Inhale, come into a flat back. Feel your spine lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, feel your spine lengthen. And exhale, fold. And bring your hands to your hips, press the elbows back. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart, pausing here with your breath. And feeling the fullness of breath in your body, the spaciousness in your heart. Release the arms down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale through heart center, fold in. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold in. Take your hands down, step your feet back and come into plank pose. Start with your hips a little higher than your shoulders.
Press every finger pad down, every knuckle pad. Claw your finger pads and then draw your heart forward as you lower your hips slightly, holding in a steady plank. Noticing here your capacity, whether you're on your toes or your knees, your capacity to hold this pose. Take a lengthening in-breath here. Exhale, feel ground. One more in-breath. Exhale to your knees with them wide, big toes touch. Press back to child pose. Keep your arm bones long, armpits lifted. Inhale, feel the length from the hands all the way to the back of the hips. And as you exhale, feel the hips really reach back. Inhale, come on up to all fours, knees a little closer. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Keep your low belly lifted. And then lower the hips all the way down. Anchor the tops of your feet. Hands mid-chest level. Coil the elbows back. Inhale the heart up. And exhale, fold in. 2 more times on your breath. Inhale, heart lifts, elbows in, shoulders down. And exhale, lower. And inhale, heart up. Exhale, come down. And tuck your toes, come to hands and knees. And look at your fingers. Take your pinkies as wide as your mat. Line your index fingers up parallel and anchor your knuckle pads down. Really feel every finger pad grip into your mat. And then come into down dog, feet hip distance. And feel the space across the front of your chest. As you keep your index finger knuckles pressing, your hands wide apart. Just feel into that spaciousness across the front of your chest, and then feel the spaciousness as you inhale and your spine lengthens. As you exhale, see, can you rock a little further back on the balls of your feet until your toes get light? And take 3 more breaths here, just feeling again into this space inside your body as you breathe in. And the softness on the outer body as you breathe out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Hip distance, parallel, fold in, hold your elbows. Allow your torso to just drape towards the floor. Anchor the heels down. Give your head a little nod here. Exhale, hands to your hips. Take the elbows back. Inhale, arms all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And take your thumbs right at the base of your sternum. Coil the elbows back. Inhale the heart up. Anchor the heels down. Release the hands. Pause in Tadasana. Inhale. Again, notice the inner body. Exhale. Notice the outer body softening. Bring your right hand onto your chest. Take your left hand straight out from your shoulder. Press into your heels. We're going to do another breathing practice. You're breathing out through the nose, in through the nose, but focusing mostly on the exhale. It goes like this. Talk and breathe. So you're just alternating hands with a pumping motion from your belly, focusing on a forceful exhale through your nose. The inhale comes when you return to the middle, the exhale when the arms go to the side. So find a rhythm here that feels effortless to you. Again, if you have any shoulder injuries, certainly modify as needed or don't do. But if it's just the noise of your mind, bringing awareness to the movement of your shoulders or the effort of your shoulders, see if you can, just by focusing on your breath, make it a little more effortless. Let's try 10 more seconds. Start to slow it down. And then just release your arms by your sides. Inhale your shoulders up to your ears. Hold it. Exhale, stick your tongue out. 2 more times like that. Inhale and exhale. Arms by your side, palms forward. Breathe in through your nose all the way to the crown of your head. You feel that length in your spine. And as you exhale, feel again, the shoulders drop down, the heels press down. Inhale, arms up, palms facing. Press in through your heels, reach the pinky side of your hand up. As you exhale, take the arm bones back, the thumb side of your hand back. Inhale, stretch the palms up. Exhale, come into a fierce warrior chair pose. Tuck the tailbone down, lift your heart up. And take a lengthening in breath here. Exhale, root the heels. Inhale, reach the palms. And drop your chin slightly. Feel the length in the back of your neck. And take another lengthening in breath. Exhale, fold in, hands to your blocks. Inhale, come into a flat back. Exhale, take your left hand to your hip, bend your right knee and coil your heart up. Inhale, take that top arm high to the sky. Feel the space between one hand and the other across the front of your chest. And then exhale, take that top arm under the opposite arm, hold the outer shin, elbows away from each other as you peek under the armpit. Inhale, come into a flat back. Exhale, bend your left knee, take your right arm back, coil the heart up. Inhale that top arm up. Again, spaciousness across the front of your body, the front of your heart, wide open. Exhale, take that arm under, opposite shin, elbows away, fold in. Inhale, come into a flat back. Exhale, fold, take your blocks with you, take your right foot back and come into a high lunge. Sorry, hands stay on the blocks, but your knee is off the ground. Inhale, find length here in your spine, back heel to the crown of your head. Exhale, left hand to your hip, coil the heart up. Inhale that top arm up. And as you exhale, take it along your ear. Inhale, lengthen from the back heel through the top pinky. Exhale, release that hand onto your block. Take both palms flat on your box and come back into plank pose. So hips a little bit lower than your shoulders. Feel your hands. In fact, take your hands right towards the edge of your block. There you go. Hold here. Find length. Your knees can be down or up. And then as you exhale, bend your elbows and come partway down and then press back up. Inhale, come partway down. And then come back up. And come partway down. And then back up with your hands on the edge of the block. Take your feet hip distance and press back into downward dog. You might even spin your hands out a little bit so your thumbs are more forward. When you're holding the block in this way, it just creates a little more space in the back of your shoulders. Just feel into that space. And find length, find breath. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, lower your hips back into plank. And then take your feet a little more forward or come onto the tops of your feet and come into upward dog. Lift the heart up. Tuck your toes and come back into downward dog. And take a lengthening in breath. Exhale, reach the top of your thigh bones back. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, take your right foot forward. Take your left heel down, left toes towards the left corner of your mat. Come up with your hands on your hips. Anchor your back heel down. Coil the elbows back. And bend your front knee so your knee lands over your ankle. Keep that back heel, little toe side of your foot rooted down. Coil the elbows back a lot. Bring your arms out from your shoulders, palms up, thumbs back. Inhale, lengthen from fingertip on the left to fingertip on the right. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades down and in. Inhale, arms overhead. Reach through the fingertips. Exhale, root through the heels, let the hip drop. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. And take one more breath in like that. Good, and then exhale, release your hands back to the blocks, lift your back heel up. Extend your crown forward, your heel back. Exhale, step that foot forward, take your blocks in front again, fold in. Bring your hands to your hips, coil the elbows back, inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Release the hands by your sides, palms forward. Take your arm bones backward. Inhale, the arms up, palms facing. Reach the pinky side of your hand up. Exhale, come back into chair pose. So make subtle adjustments here so you feel length in your whole spine. The tailbone drops slightly. The chin drops slightly, but the heart really lifts. So the whole spine feels open. And then as you exhale, drop the thigh bones just to whatever degree you can to keep the spine long. Inhale, reach from the armpits to the pinky side of your hand. Exhale, take the arm bones and thumbs back. Take one more in-breath here. Exhale and fold in, hands on your blocks. Inhale, come back into flat back. Exhale, fold in, taking your blocks with you. Take that left foot back. Right knee over your ankle. Inhale, lengthen from the back heel through the crown of your head. Exhale, right hand to your hip, coil the heart open. Inhale, that right arm up. Exhale, take that arm long by your ear. Feel the length from the back heel through the pinky side of your hand. And take a full body in-breath here. You guys are doing great. Exhale, release that hand down. Step that front foot back. Once again, your hands right on the edge of your blocks. And come into plank pose on your toes, your knees, hips a little lower than your shoulders. Inhale, lengthen here. From your low belly, lift your hips up and press back into downward facing dog. Use the blocks to really get a leverage that not only lengthens the arm bones and lifts the armpits, but also takes the hips a little further back. Roll way back on the balls of the feet so the toes get light. Find length here on the in-breath. Outer body softens on the out-breath. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, come back into plank. I'm going to show this time upward dog with your toes staying tucked under. So they just come a little closer. Your hips drop a little bit. Keep your thighs snug and lift the heart up. And take a spacious in-breath here, right up into the space of your heart, right up under the collarbones. From your low belly, lift up and press back into downward facing. Lengthening in-breath, grounded out-breath. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, take that left foot forward. Right heel down, right toes forward. Come up with your hands and your hips. And so take a moment to ground first, and then bend your left knee over the ankle. Coil the elbows back and lift the heart up. Release the arms straight out from your heart, straight out. Just feel the openness, the spaciousness. This pose, this open-hearted pose, is a way of getting the physicality of abundance in your body. And just wide open heart. Inhale the arms up. As I look out my window with my wide open heart, I see a whole flock of birds on the top of the trees, just reminding me the abundance of nature. And take an in-breath here, all the way through the pinky side of your hand. Exhale, release the arms down, lift the back heel up, and pause here in a lunge. Good, and then exhale, step that back foot forward, fold in. Bring your blocks to the front again. Exhale, hands to your hips, coil the elbows back. Inhale, come all the way up. Good, and then exhale and take your hand to your heart. And coil the elbows back. And find your breath. Again, just noticing your breath as you breathe in and as you breathe out, noticing when the mind gets in the way of this moment, and just gently bring it back. Just by saying breath or body, bring your awareness back. Release the arms down. Inhale the arms up, palms facing. Exhale, take the arm bones back and come into a little mini back bend. So keep the heels rooted, the thighs snug, and feel like you're lifting up from the hip bones through the fingers. Good. Exhale through heart center and fold in. Bring your hands onto your blocks. Inhale, come into a flat back. Exhale, bend your right knee. Inhale, float that left arm up. And then exhale, fold all the way in. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend your left knee, float that right arm up. Good. Exhale and flat back. Sorry, fold in. I meant to inhale, flat back. Exhale, now fold in. Move your blocks now out to the sides. Bring your hands down. Take your right foot back. Come into a lunge here. Lengthening the spine. Good. Now come into plank pose. Hands under your shoulders. Spine long. Shoulder blades in towards your spine. Take a lengthening in breath here. Exhale, rock forward on the tips of your toes or bend your knees and lower all the way down to the floor. Anchor the tops of your feet down. Snug your thighs firm. Inhale, come into cobra. And then exhale and lower down. And tuck your toes, lift your hips. Come into downward dog with your feet together. Again, anchor the hand print, your finger pads, knuckle pads, heel of your hand. And from there, lengthen your spine, your hips up. And as you exhale, scoop the tailbone towards your heels and reach the top of your thighs back. Feel that connection between both hands and the balls of both feet in the floor. And find your center here. As you inhale, tighten your right glute to lift your leg up just so your heel is hip height. And as you exhale, take that big toe to the back of your left heel. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, come down. As you move in this way, just be aware of your glute as the focal point for movement. Inhale, keep your leg up now. Reach the heel back a little more. Find a little more length from the heel of the hands to the heel of the foot. Good. Exhale, take that knee to your chest. Step that foot all the way through your hands. Take your block by the side of your ankle. Bring your back foot flat. Bring your left hand on your hip. Bend your right knee and have your knee go the same way as your toes. Press that thigh bone into your arm. Press your arm into the thigh to coil the heart up. Inhale, take that arm long by your ear. Reach through the palm, through the pinky side of your hand. Exhale, anchor both heels. Just feel that real connection with ground. Inhale, lots of space in your body, lots of breath. And take that arm up now. Look at your thumb. Keep your legs just as they are. Come on up into warrior two. So take a moment here to settle in. Heels root, right thigh bone drops, left side of the body reaches left. Shoulders stay soft, crown stays lifted. And as you hold, just breathe, just breathe. Feeling the, again, space in your body as you breathe in and the softening of the outer body as you breathe out. Nothing else, just the breath and the body. And spin that right palm up. Take the left hand on your left thigh. Inhale, take that right arm up. Coming into reverse warrior. As you exhale here, really press into both heels, especially the front one. Inhale, reach to the pinky side of your hand. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down, come back into a lunge. Lengthen the crown forward, reach that back heel back. And then exhale, step that left foot forward, feet hip distance and parallel. Cross your forearms and hold your outer shins, snugging your shins in and pressing your upper thighs back and wide. And bending your knees as much as feels good to you to maximize the openness in the back of your thighs. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips, coil the elbows back. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Once again, extend your arms straight out from your shoulders, thumbs back, palms up. Take the arm bones back, inhale the heart up. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Inhale, arms up, palms facing, thumbs back. And take the arm bones back, root the heels, snug your thighs, and come into a little baby back bend here. Inhale, reach to the pinky side of your hand. Exhale, hands through heart center as you fold in. Inhale, hands to shins, the spine, flat back. Exhale, fold in, take that left foot back. Come into a lunge. You can use your blocks if that gives you a little more space in your spine. It often does. And take a lengthening in-breath. And plant your hands, step that foot back into plank pose, hold steady. Again, anchor every finger pad, every knuckle pad, heel of your hands, and then take your shoulder blades towards your spine and towards your hips. Just feel that strength. Toes or knees are fine. And then rock a little more forward, whichever toes or knees, and lower all the way down to the floor. Anchor the tops of the feet down, coil the heart up into cobra. Good, exhale and lower down. And tuck your toes, come on up to hands and knees. Really get a good foundation in your hands. And then come up into downward facing dog with your feet together. Reach the heels back, the top of the thigh bones back. And come back into an awareness of your breath and that steady ground with your hands in the floor and the balls of your feet in the floor. And snug your arm and leg muscles into your arm and leg bones. And inhale, take that left heel straight back from your hip. Flex the toes, knees down. Exhale, big toe to the back of the heel. Use your glute. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the leg. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the leg. Good, exhale, lower. This time lift and hold it there. Reach from the heel of your hands all the way back to that raised heel. Feel length in every part of your body. Good, exhale, bend the knee, take it to your chest, step it all the way through. Bring your right heel down, right toes forward. Come on up with your hands and your hips. Take a moment to get grounded in both feet. Turning the hips forward, the heart up, coil the elbows back. Good, exhale, bend that front knee. Again, positioning yourself so the knee is over the ankle, your thigh, approaching parallel. It doesn't have to be parallel to the floor. Bring the arms down. And then once again, straight out from your shoulders, take the arms back. Coil the heart up. Inhale the arms up, palms facing. Find your breath here. And full body inhale. Outer body softens, even though you hold this strong shape. Outer body softens means you're letting go of any tension, like places like your jaw, the back of the neck, even your hands. Keeping a firm foundation with your feet, an active lift through your spine and arms. Take one more in-breath. Exhale, release the arms down, lift your back heel, and come into a lunge. Exhale, step that back foot forward. Fold in, crisscrossing your arms the other way. Hugging your shins in, spinning your upper thighs back and wide, softening the head down.
Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Draw the elbows back. Take your time. Come all the way up.
And exhale, hands to your heart. Find your breath. Release your hands down. Clasp your hands in front of you. Spin your palms out. Take your knuckles on the crown of your head. Press your heels down and coil the elbows back. And drop the shoulders and coil the elbows back. And then press the palms up. And just feeling from your heels through the center of your palms, just openness, spaciousness. As you exhale, letting go of anything that feels gripping, holding, or noisy in your mind. Take one more in-breath here. Exhale, release the arms. Give your wrists a little shake. Find a focal point at eye level and to come into some balance poses. So if you're better served with a wall, certainly feel free to move closer to a wall. So find a focal point at eye level, anchor into your left foot and bend your right knee in front of you. And take that right knee up into your chest, flex the foot. And take a moment here, just notice the wobble. And then as you inhale, more actively draw the thigh bone towards your chest and your spine up. As you exhale, see if you can let go of any over-gripping in the shoulders, the jaw. And take another in-breath here. And then exhale, release that leg down. Come back into Tadasana. Crisscross your fingers the weird way. Take your knuckles back to the top of your head. Press the elbows back. Inhale, press the palms up. Exhale, release the arms. Give your wrists a little shake. And come back into Tadasana. Get your focal point. Take all of your weight now to your right foot. Bend your left knee. And take that leg up. Flex the foot. Hug in. Keep your eye on the focal point. Notice your breath. And then inhale, a little more active lift of the thigh bone and spine. And as you exhale, feel into ground. Even feel that left hip dropping. This is more of a challenging side for me. Good. Exhale, release that side. Feel both heels ground. Inhale the arms up. Hook your thumbs this time. Reach the fingers up. And exhale, take the arm bones back. Inhale, pinky side of your hand up. Exhale, release the arms. One more time on each side. Just go right into it. Take the thigh to your chest. Flex the foot. Inhale, lift up. And this time you might see if you can take the opposite arm up and reach the fingers up. Good. Exhale, release the arm and the leg. Inhale, arms up. Press all the finger pads and palm together now. Exhale, take the thumb and arm bones back a little more. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release the arms. Come right back up on the second side. Flexing the toes, lifting the spine, lifting the thigh up, and maybe taking the opposite arm up. Good, and then exhale, release both back down. Come back into your ground. Same start of a pose, but have your blocks right in front of you. In that tall position like so, feet hip distance apart. So find your ground and find a focal point at eye level. Bring your weight onto your left foot. Inhale, take that right knee up. Flex the foot, but now cross it across the top of your opposite thigh bone. So get your balance first and then take your hands to your chest. Bend from your hip bone and start to bend your left knee as you sit back. Take your time, and then as you need to, put your hands on the blocks and then take them close to you so that your arm bones and your shin bone connect. and keep dropping that right hip bone. See if you can hook your right foot across your left forearm and then come into a flat back here. Inhale, extend your spine long. And as you exhale, keep dropping that left hip bone. Take another lengthening in-breath. Move your blocks a little further out just so you don't land on them. And then take your time, get a focal point, and see if you can take your hands to your heart and come back up just as gracefully as you went in. Release the leg, release the arms, find your ground. Steady with your breath. And come on up on the second side. Take the knee to your chest, flex the foot, and then cross it over. Take your time. It's a challenging pose, so tapping in and out is fine. Take your hands to your heart. And then take your time coming down. See if you can keep your spine long. Extend the arms forward and then onto your blocks. Walk your arms back now so your arms and leg connect and your foot hooks on the outer side of the opposite arm. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, drop that left hip bone. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, keep that hip bone dropping. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Now get a focal point again. Take your blocks a little forward. Take your hands to your heart. And slowly come up. Release that foot down. Release the arms. Inhale, come on up. Clasp your fingers. Take your index finger up. Exhale, reach the heels down. Root the heels down. Take the arm bones back. Inhale the heart up. Exhale, softly release the arms back down. And take your feet a little wider than your hips, toes out, coming into Malasana. So if your heels lift in this pose, put a blanket under your heels. If you need a block for support behind your bum, put one of your blocks back there. Bring your hands to your heart. Really root into the heels first. Take your time. Knees point the same way as your toes as you slowly come down. Just settling in. Again, you might have a block under your bum. You might have a blanket under your heels. Just take a moment to get grounded where you are and come back into your breath. So you've done a lot of great opening, great work today. See if you can tune in here to your breath, your body, and let go of any unnecessary noise, whether it's over gripping in the body or noise of the mind. Exhale, release your hands. Maybe bring your hands behind you to sit back or stand up and sit back. Give your legs a little shake. Come back onto your blanket. Good. And then use your hands to bring your legs out wide. Soles of the feet together. Hands on your ankles. And take a moment to really balance in this pose. Maybe rotating the skin of the thighs back a little so you feel that connection of the sitting bones in your blanket. Having a center line with your heels in the center line of your body. And then bring your hands on your ankles and draw the spine up. And see if you can balance right to left, even though your hands are holding and pressing inward towards your shins. There's minimal effort to hold the shape of the pose. Whatever you can do to minimize the effort, whether it's putting blocks under your legs or lifting them up or taking your feet a little more forward, just minimize any effort here and focus on your breath. And so as you inhale, I send the crown of your head up and tucking the chin slightly so the back of the neck is nice and long. And as you exhale, focus on the sensations of release, maybe in the neck and shoulders, maybe in the inner thighs. Just really letting go of any unnecessary gripping. And walk your hands forward now. You can use your hands on the floor or the blocks, bend your fingertips. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, fold in. So keep your spine long as possible, and then just softly fold in. Your hands and forearms can rest on the floor. They can rest in your legs. Again, come into a form of this shape that feels effortless to you. And then tune into your breath. Make any subtle adjustments that you need to find a little more softness, a little more stillness in this shape. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, release. Give your legs a little shake. And come off of your blanket now. Just have it off to the side. You have a block by the side of your mat where you can reach it and come onto your backs. And take both knees into your chest. And just holding your palms, your forearms on your shins. Drop your chin. And take a breath in. Feel your low belly extend into your thighs as you inhale. Feel that breath go all the way up to your collarbones. And as you exhale, feel the back of your body really connecting with your mat beneath you. Take one more in-breath like that. Good, and then exhale, release your feet to the floor. Ankles under your knees. Take your block now beneath your hips, right under the sacrum, not the flexible part of your back. And you can either have one block on its side like that, or two, so that you feel open without any pinchiness or aggravation in your low back at all. You might even have one on its side, which is somewhere in between these double block height. Take your thumbs, so get your blocks out, and then take your thumbs to the back of your skull and tuck your chin slightly, shoulder blades under, and take your palms out. And take your gaze right to the center of your heart space. And come back into an awareness of your breath as you breathe in, belly, ribs, chest. And as you breathe out, chest, ribs, belly. And as you breathe, tune into the spaciousness that your breath brings to your inner space. And the spaciousness of your body in this open shape. Just focusing on the openness, the spaciousness.
the abundance of breath in your body. The openness, the spaciousness, even the abundance of your body's ability to receive what the breath brings. Just letting go of anything, tension in the body, noise in the mind. It gets in the way of your natural awareness of abundance, your natural openness, your natural spaciousness. As you come out of the pose, press into your heels in the back of your shoulders. Lift your hips slightly and slide one block or two if you have them out. Slowly lower your hips down. Inhale, take your tailbone towards the floor so your low back lifts. Exhale, take your tailbone towards the ceiling so the low back presses 2 more times. And keeping your low back connected, take your knees into your chest. Drop your chin and give a little rock side to side. Land in the center. Keep your right knee in your chest. Extend the left leg out long. Holding the right knee with your left hand, take your right arm to the side. Exhale, take that right knee to your left, turning your head towards the right hand. One big, spacious breath as you inhale. And softening the outer layers as you exhale. Inhale that knee back up. And exhale both knees into your chest. A little rock side to side. Land in the center. Keep your left knee in. Extend the right leg long. Exhale, take that knee to your right. Turn your gaze to the left. One big, spacious inhalation here. Each exhalation, softening, releasing, letting go. Inhale, both knees up. Exhale one more time, knees to your chest. This time lift your forehead towards your knees and tighten all the muscles in your body. Hold snug. And then exhale, softly release. Lower the head, lower the feet. And take your blanket now or whatever supports you like for your Shavasana. Extend the arms, extend the legs. And make any subtle adjustments. I like to take my hands to the crown. Just make sure the back of my neck is soft. And letting your eyes softly close. And back teeth and lips slightly part. And find softness in the eyes as the skin of your temples slides towards your ears. Softness in your jaw as the back of your tongue softens towards the back of your mouth.
As you inhale your breath, just feel again the gift, the abundance of breath, the energy that follows the breath. And as you exhale, really connecting with the sense of release. And a sense of letting go. And keeping your awareness inward. And simply observing the opening on the inhale, the spaciousness. And the softening, the releasing, the letting go on the exhale. Tune in to the feeling of spaciousness. Notice that sensation within the parameters of your physical body. But then extending well beyond that. And sense into the fullness, the space all around you. That's part of you. Notice how the longer you stay and simply observe it, the greater it becomes. In that space, you lack nothing. In that space, You're free to completely let go. And stay here as long as you like. You're ready to transition out, do so slowly. Just by rubbing your thumb and index fingers lightly together. Noticing the sensations, once again, of the physical body. And then gently bending one knee up and then the other. Resting one hand and then the other on the front of your body. And then rolling to the right side, resting for a few breaths. Use your hands, take your time as you come back up to a seat. And sitting in an even and balanced way. Spine tall, shoulders soft. And hands at your heart and Anjali. Just pausing and to acknowledge abundance, Aparigraha. Recognizing the blessings in everything. And gaining insight into the purpose of our worldly existence. And full breath in, full breath out. And bowing to acknowledge the abundance in our lives. Certainly in appreciation for all of you, for each other in this practice. Namaste. Hope you all have a wonderful, magical holiday season.
Thank you, Colleen. That was fantastic.
Thank you guys for being such regulars. I really appreciate it.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Yeah, hope everybody
Likewise. Take care, everybody.
gets rest. See y'all.
See ya, Shirley. What's the rest of your day? Oh, you're on mute.